So what is up, guys, and welcome to my first plays Prank Kids Locals deck profile now. So locals are nothing really big. I mean, we do play meta, but you know, Prank Kids have always been that deck that's been floating in and out of the meta like crazy. So with locals this weekend, you know, so we went there and actually took first place with Prank Kids. You know, obviously with all COVID procedures and stuff like that, and plus with restrictions being kind of eased, we've been trying to just have like smaller locals and seeing how things go. So you know, I'll say with this deck, pretty insane as you'll see. But let's get into it. Now, of course, we are rocking 3 of all the Prank Kids. Of course, we have Roxy's, we have Lampsies, and then we have Lampsies is pretty good, especially if you had time issues. Let's say winning in time. Dropsies is insane because it can save you from losing in time. And then we have Fansies, your Thunder. But rocking all 3 of the Prank Kids. I mean, it's a must-have. It's pretty much the main monsters that you'll be in the deck, besides your hand traps, of course. But let's say that is it basically from the monsters, rocking all 3 of the Prank Kids. Next, going to spells. Now we have Place. Place is nuts because it searches a Prank Kids monster in case you don't open one, so you can go into your plays, get things going, and it gives your Prank Kids monsters boost, and it decreases your opponent's monsters. I mean, it's pretty good. Then we are rocking 3 of the pranks. It basically is 3 more Prank Kid monsters because it makes a token. So pretty good. And it's just nuts. And then also it does allow you to kind of pot of average your deck, because it allows you to recycle your Prank Kid monsters and then draw 1 card. So pretty nifty, especially comes up in the grind game if that does come up. Then our last 2 Prank Kid spells. We have 2 Pandemonium, our quick play fusion. I mean, it's a fusion deck. We want to see fusion spells, but Pandemonium, you don't really want to open up too much of it, and this was the Prank Kids card I decided to cut in 2 instead, because we already have, of course, the polymerizations and the instant fusions and whatnot. So that is it for the Prank Kids spells. Now we're going to just go on generic spells and stuff like that. Of course, because like I said prior, we have 3 polymerizations for our fusion deck, of course, because we have to have fusion plays. We have to get in going. I mean, the new Link monster we got a little while back, Meow Meow, is definitely a lot better now. Instead of when it comes to not opening fusion spells, so it's not as bad as it once was. Then of course we have 1 Thunder Dragon fusion because our Battle Butler is a Thunder monster, so we can easily make him with that. 1 Terraforming to search out the place. 1 Instant Fusion, of course, just to get an extender, get your Weather Washer or your Rocket Ride out so you can go combo off. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera there. And speaking of pot of average, we do rock actually 2, because we do cycle through our Prank Kids and our Link monsters and so fast and so quickly through the deck. This card actually comes live on going first. So it's crazy. And plus, like I said, it recycles all your Prank Kid monsters so you can get them recycled back in. And then our last draw spell is 1 Upstart. I mean, so 3 draw spell. I mean, 39 card deck is more consistent, and I wanted to, just have it. It's Upstart. Next, we have our traps. 1 plan. That's it. It allows you to link some on your opponent's turns, which is pretty good. I mean, it's nuts. And then also, when the opponent declares an attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard, shuffle any number of Prank cards in your graveyard into your deck, so it allows you to recycle. Then the attacking monster loses 100 attack for each of those cards. So it's allowed to recycle your cards back into your deck after you done your combo, if you don't have an avarice or whatever else. Next, of course, we have the hand traps. I'll save them from last because this deck has tons of hand traps. I did run a Gamma package. It's not as good as this format, but it's still a Gamma package. It shuts down plays. It basically stops, decks in its track sometimes. Definitely, it's still a sane hand trap package. Just don't draw your driver because that's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Of course, now we're running 3 Ash. It's the most generic hand trap ever. It hits everything, hits searching, hits special summoning, just hits anything. I mean, it just hurts a lot of decks, and it also hits a lot of rogue that needs it, so definitely a must-have. And then, of course, we're running the 3 Imperms. Of course, Imperm is just nuts. It's not as good as in this format as it used to be, but it's still Imperm. It still shuts down a lot of cards, a lot of effects, a lot of starters. See, a lot of combo pieces, it just shuts down right away. So it's still a must-have of 3. Like, I love this card. Like, it's nuts. Then we are going to our extra deck now. Of course, our 1 only Exceed monster watching. So we're running 1 Totally Awesome. We can make them. We have Dropsies. So it's just another disruption we can make on our opponent's turn. So why not have a Toad? Then of course we are the prank hit spells. I'll say not three, but 1 Weather Washer, and then we are running the 3 Rocket Ride. These are your main starter fusions you want to make, because they just allow you to flood the field, get your combos going, get just your board set up, and just absolutely nonsense with them. Then, of course, we do run the 1 Metal Butler. He is the Regeki of the board, and because of Meow Meow, his effect is so much better, because instead of actually popping him, you can just say use Meow Meow's effect from grave, and it's just nuts. So I cut him back down to 1, because with Meow Meow, you don't have to just keep recycling and reusing them. You just have the 1, and you can just pop off with your, his effect with Meow Meow. We do run 1 Predaplant Verte Anaconda. Searching spells, SA Fusion spells is probably the key. I mean, it's the worst case scenario, but I did want to have it as insurance in case I did not open a fusion spell. So it's there. I didn't want to make the room for the Red Eyes Dragoon package, so it was just in here strictly for searching the fusion spells. And then we are rocking 1 access code called SA Talker as the big OTK pusher. So it's nuts. And as for people that don't know, people that maybe just viewing for the first time on this channel, our locals is very lenient and very just laid back and casual, pretty much. So our locals do allow OCG imports of cards, and because a lot of meta cards especially, are extremely expensive, access code being one of them, and plus, I do like the ultimate rare max upgrade version of access code Cocker, and over here it's like $100 and some, or it's at the time of recording this video, but over there the ultimate rare and the OCG is like 20 bucks, so it's just cool, it's just nice. It's a way for just experimenting with the higher rarity, well, it's the higher end like meta cards without actually, breaking your budget. Then of course we have the All-Star herself, Meow Meow, allows you to use your Prank Kids effects, I'll say by banish her from the grave. So she's also a Link 1 starter for the deck, so it's nuts. It allows you to go in your combo plays, and also other Link monsters like your Bow Wow Bark. Insane card. And then of course we have SA Doodle Doo Doo, searches your spell cards. And then of course the last Prank Kids monster we are running, and the last card in the extra deck is Rip Roaring Rooster. It's your Harpy's Feather Duster. But because we have Meow Meow, you can trigger Meow Meow's effect, banish it, and use your effect as basically supplementing Meow Meow as the cost. So this has been in my first place Prank Kids deck profile for locals. Matches up were Virtual was definitely the worst matchup because it sucked. But ended up winning 2-1. Then just a bunch of Rogue, and then we did have Drytron. And we had a mirror match, actually, which that was actually kind of interesting. See, mirror matches with Prank Kids was pretty interesting, because you pretty much are trying to do the same exact thing to each other. Pretty much trying to just OTK. That's where the access to culture actually came in pretty clutch, because it took the win on that game. And it can actually handle its own against fairly well against the current meta and just Rogue. It has that cool interaction with meta and also the Rogue category. So it's just cool how it can interact with Rogue and meta deck. So, but that has been my Prank Kids deck profile. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe like always. And until my next video, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye bye.